Hi guys, hope you all are doing good. So in this lecture we're gonna see what are variables, data types and input and output. Out- So these are the topics today we are discussing in this lecture. So these concepts are the building blocks of the programming. So let us learn them step by step in a simple way. So let us see first what is a variable. So what is a variable? Imagine you have a school bag. So this is your school bag. So in this bag you can store books, many books, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, etc. So similarly, a variable is a container that stores data. For example, let us take age. Age can be, for example, like 14 years. So the value 14 needs a place to be stored. That place is called a variable. So now this age is called as variable. So for to understand this better, let us suppose age variable is a labeled box. Suppose a variable is a labeled box, and in this box, the value, the data is called data, and this box is called as variable. So let me write age. It can be 14, marks equal to 90, and name, it can be Jack. So these are the variables. This age, this marks, this name are known as variable. So variable helps the computer remember the information. So why do we need these variables? So why these variables we need? So let me ask a simple question. Imagine a school. So this is our school. So this school consists of 1,000 students. So now the question is, can we remember everyone's marks manually? Like if first student got 80 and second student got 90, third. So it's practical not possible to remember each student's data. So the computers use variable to store the information. Whenever in need, the information can be used again. That is why variables are important. So let us see how to create a variable for now. Before creating a variable, we must tell the computer what type of data we want to store. So for example, so int age equal to 14. So let us understand this. Here int means integer. Int means integer. So now age is a variable name and 14 is our value. Now the computer stores 14 inside age. So this is how the variables looks like. So let us see now data types. So now you all are clear with variables. Now let us discuss about data types. So different kinds of data need different types of storages. So let me tell you very clear. For example, if you want to store water, you need a separate container. If you want to store oil, you need separate container. If you want to store vegetables, you need separate container. So just like different containers are used for water, oil, and vegetables. Similarly, C uses data types. Data types tells the computer what kind of data is being stored. Let me write data types. So data types tells the computer what kind of data is stored. So let us see the types of data. Types of data. So we mostly they have many types of data, but we are discussing mainly only three types. Three. First one is int, and second one is float, and third one is char. So these three main data types we use mostly in all C programmings. So let us see one by one. So what is integer? As I mentioned earlier, int means integer. So the range of integer can be minus infinity to, so these are known as integer values. So now what is float? So float is nothing but which is used to store decimal values. Decimal values. So for int examples are like 14, like and 19 and minus any value. Like let me take minus 8. Like for float, the values can be 3.14, which is equal to pi, and 9.9, which is acceleration due to gravity value, and it can be anything, any decimal value, like 4.1469, so on. So these are the decimal values. So what is a character? So character is nothing but stores a single letter or a single number or a single symbol. It should be single. It can be single number, single letter, or single symbol. So for, let's take an example. So it can be single letter, a single number, or single symbol. So you see very carefully, I have given single quotes. These are very important for characters. These single quotes are very important. If you didn't given the single quote, the compiler won't understand that whether given data is a integer or character. So it throws an error. Okay. Let me summarize this quickly. Int means integers, and int means integers. Float means decimal values, and character means single character. So these are the variables and data types. So let me tell you now about outputs. So output. So what does the output mean? So output means showing information onto the screen. So I'm done with this page. Let us move to next page. So so let me write from here. So output means showing information onto the screen. So let me write examples. In C, we use a function named printf. This denotes the output, means printing the output. So for example, let me write printf hello world. So it gives output as hello world, hello world. So this is the definition for output. So let us see how we use variables, data types, and outputs as. So for int, first we need to do int age equal to 16. So how can we write integer as output? So we need to write printf percentile d. So this is an access specifier for integer, and we need to write the variable. So this prints age, this prints 16. So percentile d is access specifier for integer. So let us see for float and character. So for float, we need to declare, for example, float pi equal to 3.14. So we need to write printf percentile f. So percentile f is the access specifier for float. When we are declaring any float variable, we need to give access specifier percentile f, and same we need to write the variable name. So it gives the output as 3.14. Let us see for character. So character C equal to A. So it gonna we need to write printf same as the earlier. Percentile C is the access specifier for character, and we need to write variable name. So it gives the value of, sorry, A. Let me write it. So it gives the value A. So this is the output for data types int, float, and character. So let us see what is an input. So input means taking information from the user. Suppose we ask the user for age. The user enters name, number, age, numbers, for example 16. So the program stores it. This process is called input. So for input, we use a special function named Scanf. So this helps us to take input from the user. Helps to take input from user. So so this is the function we use for input. So these are the examples for scanf function, means taking input from the user. So same as I mentioned earlier for printf, we use scanf here for input. Because scanf for integer percentile d, we use this special symbol called ampersand. We use ampersand to take input from the user. So va means variable, same. In scanf percentile d ampersand va variable. And for float, we use scanf percentile f ampersand var. For character, we use scanf percentile c ampersand via variable. So these are the basics of data types, variables, and input and output. So let me write a C program using this all variables, data types, and inputs and outputs. Hope this lecture is clear to everyone. So let us move to the online compiler. So right now we are at the GDB online C compiler. Let me type the code. So I'm going to type. So let me fast forward from here. So I have typed the code successfully. So let me run this code. What we're gonna get the output. So successfully we get output. We got 16, 8.500. So the problem here is we are getting the values continuous, but we need to get line by line. So let me type here new line. So this slash n helps us to type new line. So let me run the output for now. See, we got 1685 point, but here the when for float we got, actually we given 85.9, but we got 85.90002. To avoid this, we need to type here dot 2. Now let me run. So we got 85.90. The dot 2 refers is the value of a float. It gonna stores only up to the two decimals, 90, the 2. For example, let me give here 3. It shows the 3 decimals. So if I'm given only 1, see it gonna stores 85.9. So this is how the output works. So let me type for input also. So let me type here. For first, we need to remove this all. So successfully we have typed the code using variables, data types, inputs, and outputs. So let me explain the code. We have declared int age, float marks, and character. So printf enter your age, we asking user to enter age, and asking user to enter marks, and asking user to character, and printing the output according to the information given by the user. So let us run this code. So it's asking enter age. Let me type 16 years, 16, and enter your marks 89.98 something. So asking character. Let me type capital C. So age equal to 16, marks equal to 89.98 and character equal to C. So this is how we used to type codes using variables, data types, and inputs and outputs. Hope this lecture is useful for everyone. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. I hope this video is helpful for you. So thanks for watching. If you really like this video, don't forget to like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So see you guys in the next lecture.